Good morning students. In previous lecture we have done types of soil. Now today's topic is soil erosion. What is meaning of soil erosion? First of all we will do this. What is soil erosion? Removal of the topmost fertile layer of the soil by agent of erosion such as water and wind. That is called soil erosion. Now beta, who is responsible for this soil erosion? We human beings are cutting down trees, yani deforestation, overgrazing, mining, construction of building, roads, flyovers, all these are responsible for the soil erosion. So now our first question is, what is soil erosion? And explain different types of soil erosion. So I told you what is soil erosion: removal of the topmost layer of the soil by agent of erosion such as water and wind is called soil erosion. So there are two types of soil erosion. First is by water, and second is by wind. So first of all we are doing by water. The soil is eroded by water. There can be of three types of water erosion. First is sheet erosion, second rill erosion, and third gully erosion. First of all, sheet erosion. What is sheet erosion? Removal of the top layer of the soil over a large area towards the down towards the downside is known as sheet erosion. This type of erosion is mostly found in the hilly areas. Second is rill erosion. Rill erosion is the second stage of the sheet erosion. When sheet erosion will continue for sufficient time period, then there will be finger like structures which are called grooves on the land. This is called rill erosion. Okay, slowly when the erosion will continue, then these rills will be more wider, more deeper, and these will look like twigs means branches of the trees. Okay, so this is your rill erosion. Third type of erosion is gully erosion. Gully erosion is the third stage of sheet erosion. Suppose erosion is more continued for more time period, then what will happen? The rills will become more deeper, more wider, and slowly these will ultimately turn into gullies. And the main cause of the gully erosion is that the land is uncovered. The land is not having vegetation or tree. If the trees are present on the land, then the trees will bind the soil and will protect the soil from erosion. But when the treeless land is there, then it will be having more erosion. So because of gully erosion, slowly the land will be converted into bad land. And good example of gully erosion is ravines and chumbles. So these ravines are also formed due to soil erosion. Okay beta, and what are these what is this? Ravines, deep and narrow gorge with steep slopes or valleys, is known as ravines. So a good example of this is ravines in Chambal area. Then second agent of erosion, soil erosion, is wind. Wind is also very powerful agent of erosion. Okay beta, wind can lift the soil of one area and it can deposit it somewhere else. So this wind erosion is also responsible for the spreading of deserts in the world, and it must be checked. We can check the wind erosion by planting thorny bushes around the sand dunes. Okay, so these were your types of soil erosion. Now soil, there is need to conserve the soil, so we are doing our second topic, that is soil conservation. What is soil conservation? Soil conservation include all those techniques which are used to conserve the soil, which are used to protect the soil, which are used to reduce the soil erosion. Those are known as soil conservation techniques. Hanji beta, which techniques can be used? First is your beta contour plowing. Contour plowing along the contour lines can decrease the flow, can check the flow of water and will reduce the soil erosion. Second is terrace cultivation. Terrace cultivation is practiced on the hilly areas. On hill slopes, terrace should be made and crops should be grown. It will also reduce the soil erosion. Third is strip cropping. Strip cropping, the strips of grass should be planted between the crops, or it can be planted around the field also, or strip cropping can be practiced um, in the area or in the field where the gestation period of the seed is long. Okay, suppose a farmer has grown a seed which will take a long time to be grow, then what we should do, what the farmer should do, it should grow strips on the both sides of those seeds. Okay, it will protect the soil from erosion. Then next is shelter belt. Shelter belt is also like strip cropping but in this kya hota hai beta, trees are grown around the field to protect the soil from erosion. And then last is stabilization of sand dunes. This I told you, to check the wind erosion, bushes, thorny bushes can be grown around the sand dunes. Okay, so all these were the techniques to protect the soil from erosion. So this was all about your this first chapter, resources, and your homework is complete all the questions